Hi guys, it's Dave here at HumbleTrekker channel. How you doing today? A quick review of the Green River deck knife from J. Adams of Sheffield, England. This is the Green River deck knife from J. Adams, Sheffield, UK. This is the kit version, which comes with a 7-inch sharpening steel, double leather sheath, double belt loops on the back, and the knife itself, which is a 5-inch blade, spear point, false edge on the back edge, 4 cutouts on the back of the blade. It's not actually a saw blade, it may look like that, a two-dimensional photograph, but it's actually not a saw blade, it's just cutouts there. Finger cuts here, full flat grind, quite a narrow stock, and the blade is available in either stainless steel or carbon steel. I've taken the stainless steel version, being that it's a deck knife, a seaman's knife. Stainless steel obviously less susceptible to corrosion. Rosewood handle, 3 nice brass pins. I was quite disappointed with this knife. It's a £45 knife made in the UK, and I'd really hope that a British manufacturer would be really putting out good work. 3 things that I really don't like about this knife, or didn't like about it when I got it, is primarily a knife should come to you from a reputable seller, a good dealer like J. Adams, with a decent edge on it, unless it's advertised to come blunt or come unfinished. This wasn't advertised to come dull or unfinished. And the actual edge, you won't be able to see it because I've tied it up now, but even though I hadn't tied it up, you wouldn't be able to see it because the camera wouldn't be able to focus nearly narrowly enough to show you what the problem was. But I'll describe the problem. It's a full flat blade, it's just a simple knife, and the edge was completely irregular. It was not symmetrically ground. When I first got it, I almost thought it was supposed to be like a chisel grind. A chisel grind is where, we get a couple of bits of wood to demonstrate. A chisel grind is where, like a chisel, you've got one completely flat side, and then the sharpened edge comes in like this. Obviously this is complete exaggeration, but so you've got a flat edge and then a ground edge like that, which comes at an angle. And I thought this was actually, when I first got it, I looked at it quickly and I thought, oh, this is a chisel grind. But then I realised it wasn't a chisel grind at all. It was just very unevenly ground. So one side was very shallow angle like that, and the other side was a much wider angle like that. So it was almost a chisel grind, but it was just actually uneven. So I tidied that up myself. I profiled the edge using my TS Prof machine, and if you don't have a machine like that to actually give you a very good finish, that would have been very difficult for the average man in the street to fix, and it would almost been a case that I would have sent it back to the shop. If it had been easy for me to send it back to J. Adams, I probably may have even have done that, because that edge was very, very disappointing. Secondly, and this you might be able to see, is that the fit and finish here where the blade goes into the rosewood handles, there are large, relatively large chips out, or it's not flat there. Now you think all they had to do was get 2 bits of rosewood planed down, sanded down and fitted to the blade. It's a very simple shape, and they didn't even bother to put the time or effort into doing that. It's like it's been put together in woodwork class at school, when you can only find a couple of scraps of wood and you're 10 years old or 12 years old, and you put something together and you're quite happy with it because it's the best you can do in the time with the materials you got. But a professional company to be putting out what should be a nice knife with that fit and finish, which is a very, very simple job to, for us, you know, put those 2 slabs of rosewood fast against the steel, would have been simple to flatten them out. They just didn't bother. I'm very surprised that got past quality control. So, and that brings me to the third thing, and that is the quality of the steel. I can't really say exactly why this is, but it's very, very soft. And so, if I sharpen this with this steel, I'll actually, I'm not going to do it now because I want to use it for, well, I don't want to have to resharpen it. But if I were to put the steel on this, it would completely turn over the edge. You'd get a very large bevel on the other side and the other side. Basically, this steel is too hard for this soft steel of this knife. So that's the third thing, which is disappointing. 3 disappointments. It comes with a badly ground edge. The fit and finish of the handle is poor, and the steel is so soft that you can't sharpen it with the steel that it comes with. Probably the only saving grace with this whole package was this sharpening steel, which is useful for sharpening other knives, but not very useful for sharpening this. So all in all, it looked when I bought it online to be a nice little package. A little knife with a lot of character, coming from a British manufacturer, with a package with a sharpening steel. But the implementation of what should have been a really good idea was a big letdown. I don't know, maybe I just got a lemon. This video is going to be up on YouTube now, and if Jay Adams see it and they think that my review is unfair or their knives are better than this, they're welcome to get in contact with me and send me another one. But as it is, I can't recommend. Thanks for watching. I've been Dave. This has been the Humble Trekker channel. Until the next time, take it easy.